All the models, sewers, everyone is here for you.
Thanks, Rain. That's really sweet of you to say.
Whether you want us by your side, taking you to lunch, or just in the background rooting you on, know that we all care about you.
Thanks for stopping by. It means a lot.
Of course. Thank you.
That was very nice of Rain. People do care about you here, honey.
It's just arrived for you.
Oh, thanks, Craig.
Of course.
And it's good to see that you're jumping right back into your work.
I don't know if tackling weeks of unanswered emails qualifies as jumping back into work, but you're right. I do need to meet with my team now that Ridge is supporting the line again.
I'm really happy that he's doing that.
Did you ask him to do that? Because of me? Because you're worried about if I don't have something to focus on?
Honey. There is no time limit to grieving for somebody that you've loved and lost. And some people may take longer than others. But you just have to go by how you feel. And you've always loved hope for the future. Ridge just believes, as do I, that it's good for you to get involved in your revitalized line.
Mom, you do realize whether I'm here at work involved in my line or if I'm at home doesn't change what I'm thinking about.
Oh, another lullaby. After Mommy was so off-key on the last one. You know, your namesake, my sister Phoebe, well, she was a real singer in the family. One day when you're old enough, I'll tell you all about her. But right now, my little angel, it's nap time. Ellie's already in dreamland. And you should be too. Mommy loves you so much, Phoebe. So much.
So how did you even get in here?
I have a key.
Did your dad give you that?
He had left it along with some other things in his locker at the hospital. They had called, and I said I'd pick them up. So, you know my name. What's yours?
Florence, but everyone calls me Flo.
Okay, so are you friends with my dad?
Wow, you ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, well, he never mentioned you to me, so naturally I'm a little curious.
What are you curious about?
Your relationship with him? What this is all about?
Wow, you really do ask a lot of questions.
Oh, some reason I shouldn't?
No, I just think you're gonna find I don't really have any interesting answers for them.
Yeah, you haven't really given me any yet.
Okay, well, you asked how I know your dad. I met him in Las Vegas.
So you a showgirl?
Please. If you could just see me on the dance floor, you know how crazy that would be. No, I'm a croupier. I run a craps table. Reese would come to my table a lot.
Yeah, I'll bet.
He's a really great man, your dad. But I'm not telling you anything you didn't already know, right?
Look, I don't mean to get too personal, but was there more...
If you already know that your dad's back in London, Zoe, why are you here?
I'm looking for clues.
Are you sure you're not rushing this? Coming back to work too soon?
Yeah, look, it's not that we're not thrilled that you're back and everything. It's just if you need more time.
And it's perfectly understandable if you do.
They don't know, do they?
Know what?
It's the reason I asked you here. Emma was there earlier when Eric announced it, and he wanted me to relay a message from Ridge that Hope for the Future is getting a new infusion of cash and support. But that also means that I'll have to put myself back out there publicly with publicity, social media, etc., etc. And it means that I will have to address the loss of my daughter publicly.
I probably should have called first. I know that you have your hands full. But I just wanted to congratulate you in person and meet the newest member of your family.
Whatever you need us to do, Hope, we will do it, okay?
Listen, Forrester's marketing and social media teams are at your disposal.
Have you thought about how you want to handle things?
I guess I don't know what the best way is to reemerge in the public eye.
Well, I'm not really sure there is a best way, but whatever we do, we'll make sure that we're sensitive to you and to everyone who follows you.
It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
On you and on them.
Are you sure you're up for this? Girls are napping, but knowing Phoebe, she won't be down long.
Oh, I've heard so many wonderful things about her.
And she's quite the little peanut. Obviously, as her mom, I'm quite biased.
Well, I'm sure most mothers are. I know I was.
How is Hope? Does she know you're here?
No. We were at the office together, and,
She's already back at work?
well, let's just say she's testing the waters.
You don't think it's too soon?
I don't know. I'm just taking my cue from Hope. Just supporting her however she feels.
But what about you? And your healing? You lost your granddaughter.
Yes, I did. And I'll never be able to see that beautiful girl. I have to tell you, Steffi, it hasn't been easy.
Of course not. Especially coming here knowing that I have a healthy, beautiful baby when...
Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm very happy for you and for Kelly and for baby Phoebe. It's just that I'm still grieving my daughter's loss and my loss as well.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I'm married to your father. We're a family. I just don't think that it was really the ideal time for an adoption, given what happened to Beth.
It all just happened so quickly.
I know. So it was Taylor's connection that put you in touch with the birth mother.
Yeah, a lovely woman I'll be forever indebted to.
I just don't know how much help I can be to you.
You've been living with my dad, right? And you probably know him as well as anyone.
I wouldn't go that far.
So did he ask you to move in with him, or was that your idea?
Was what my idea?
To stay in LA, leave your job at the casino so you could be closer to my dad?
What makes you think I left my job?
Well, what? Is this not a permanent move to you then? Are you going back to Vegas? I mean, if so, I get it because we all have bills to pay. And I'm sure that yours have just been stacking up since you've been gone. Unless
Unless what?
he's been taking care of those for you too.
I don't know when I'm going to be leaving LA. I like it here. You know, I may just try to get a job at one of the local casinos, or maybe I'll meet some big Hollywood producer and become an overnight star. I mean, hey, crazier things have happened. Anyway, I don't know my plans. I'm just going to stay here and for the foreseeable future, I guess.
And staying in my father's flat while you do.
Well, he offered it.
You could have turned it down.
Well, I guess I could have.
But you didn't. Which makes me wonder what exactly your arrangement was with my father.
I have been very polite. I've answered all of your questions, even the more personal ones. I understand why you're curious about me, but this is just going a little...
I'm just trying to find out why my father suddenly left LA. Okay, and you've known him for a while. You've obviously spent time with him before he went back to London. If there was anyone to notice a change in him...
What kind of change are you talking about?
I'm not exactly sure. Okay, and that's why I'm here. You know, that's why I'm asking you. Did you notice anything different about him? And if so, did you ever ask him what was going on or why? You know more about my father than you're letting on, don't you?
You certainly don't let up, do you?
I love my dad. Sure, we've had our ups and downs, but for him to leave LA practically overnight, it doesn't really make sense. Especially after he put in all this work to relocate, and he got this new job he was really excited about.
I take it your dad didn't tell you his plans before he showed up to LA?
No. Came as a complete surprise. Now, Dad was just acting like his happy-go-lucky, free-spirited self. But it didn't last long. And he started to act different, and I noticed. Something happened. Something that really affected my father. Did he tell you about it?
About what?
The night on Catalina. The storm. The stillborn that he delivered. Did he say anything about that?
Why would he?
Well, you were living with my dad. He didn't ever open up to you?
I really think that you should be talking to your father about this, not me.
I have, okay? But I didn't get really far. Look, if there's anything at all that you can tell me, please.
I'm sorry.
Right, well, this is still my father's flat, so I'm gonna keep looking around.
Of course. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit.
I've written a statement about losing Beth. There's so much I wanted to say. I know this has to be done. It's just putting it out there means reliving it all. And I just want to get this part over with as soon as possible.
I don't know if you're aware, but I spoke to Liam about pursuing this adoption. I wanted his blessing. But most of all, it was really important to me to handle things as sensitively as possible. Especially with what Hope and Liam were going through.
I know that Hope has seen the baby. She said she's very beautiful.
I thought it would be really painful for Hope. But the moment I put Phoebe in her arms, I know that moment's gonna stay with Hope always. This is Phoebe. I'll be right back. Phoebe? This is Brooke. This is Hope's mom. Precious.
Dad, I'm at your flat. I met Flo? Who is she? Hey, I didn't even get any real answers. I want to know what's going on. Call me.
Hope was right. She's beautiful.
Would you like to hold her? It's beautiful, Hope. It's heartfelt. I wouldn't change a single word.
Listen, this is a beautiful tribute.
We can release it if that's what you want.
Yeah, thank you.
As for the Hope for the Future reboot, there's a couple of ways we could go.
You know, I've been giving that some thought too, the speech I'll make. First, I want to talk about how proud I am of our line and what it represents and the kind of difference we've been able to make. But I also want to mention something that's become very personal to me, which is how vital it is to care for our future generation, especially for our young daughters. Mothers have such high hopes for their little girls when they're born. And we want to give them the world. And, you know, sometimes things happen and we're not able to.
Push! That's it! 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 Push! Yes, you can! You have to! You have to!
And what I want them to know is what I want our message.
That's it! Push!
Be is.
Push!
From the start, this line has been about empowering women and giving them hope and inspiration. And I know for me personally, I've found a lot of inspiration in how strong, you know, my mother and my aunts are. And it's just when I needed my own strength the most that night.
You have to! You have to!
The night when
It was a placental abruption.
the doctor said there was nothing we could have done. There was nothing we could have done, but if I had just.
Push!
Okay, all right, it's okay. It's okay. I think maybe you're not ready for this. How can I talk about strength when I couldn't even stay awake for my daughter when she needed me the most? How can I talk about that when I stayed awake if I was strong enough to stay awake? Things might be different. You know, things might be different. Beth might be here right now. She might be here right now, but she's not. She's not. She's not. She is such a sweet angel.
I know what you're thinking. If only you were holding your granddaughter.